Hey guys, here I am. Beautiful Florida. It's quite warm out actually. Let's see here. It's showing it is still currently 75. It was a high of 85 today. Uh, Gorgeous weather, some clouds, beautiful, just a beautiful sunset. Uh, so I wanted to talk to you real quick. Last night I touched on the phases that I'm going through. Uh, so I wanted to talk about phase one. Pre Just before I went into phase one, I was in orientation for 4 weeks, where they brought us up to speed on all the required training we needed for the year. I just happened to start at the beginning of the year, so it was kind of nice. Uh, so when I went into phase one, I had 3 days where I wasn't graded. I had one grace day, which you get one grace day per period phase, and then there was also 2 shadow days. Apparently, that was something rather new that they were starting. They they allow you to get a couple extra days to get acclimated to the road and to what you're expected to do as a police officer with them. Not necessarily the basics, but the way that the department does it. So, first couple days in, we get a shooting, and we go balls to the walls, straight to it. And first time I'd really interacted with somebody who'd really been shot. Not I've had military experience where I've seen people shot, seen other things as well, but stateside, someone shot, and he'd been shot through his car door. Those of you who are in my area probably recognize the story, but it was basically just a little quick scuffle at a club. They left. Person felt like they were offended. Too offended to just leave it alone, and followed them and shot at them while they were driving. Following that, I had 13 more days of phase one where it was pretty nice. I was only expected to do about 25% of the work. That's what I was being graded on. I was still expected to do all of it, but I was guided through most of it. And I got daily observation reports, and I was stressed out of my mind. So if you're looking to go into law enforcement, expect to be stressed constantly, especially when you're going through FTO. That's the point of it, is to stress you out, not to the point where you feel like you want to quit, but stress you out to see what you really are capable of doing, and to get you going. They're not expecting you to be a solo officer from day one, but what they want to do is get you to the point where you know your stressors, you know what you need to do, and you can handle yourself under pressure. And they want you to. Sorry, I'm sitting outside in the Florida room. AC's right next to us, but they want you to start learning the job their way, and they need to build you up. So they kind of need to break you down during phase one, so that during phase two they can get you as many repetitions on calls as they can, to include traffic stops. That way, when you hit phase three, you have the confidence to go into a scene, into a call, and you should be able to go through the motions and do the investigation the right way, make decisions quicker. That's where you're fine-tuning all your stuff, so that when you get to your checkoff, you're doing it with second nature, really. So when I went into phase two, I got stressed out again. Like I told you last night, I was given the 2 toughest FTOs to start with, and they grade fairly, but they grade and nitpick at small things as well. So, just quick thing about phase two before I leave you for tonight. I might do another video tonight. Not sure. It's still pretty early tonight. If you're looking to get in law enforcement, it's a great career. I absolutely have a blast every night I go out on the road. But you have to be willing to understand and know that you may get shot at. You may go into an incident where you have to shoot someone. That never really crossed my mind too much up north, that I would ever get into a situation where I might have to shoot someone. Down here, it seems like that I may end up having to shoot someone, not because I want to, but because I have to. It seems a lot between the federal law enforcement world and the civilian law enforcement world, the municipalities, the sheriff's office, the state police. They have a tougher job than the federal government, because the federal government kind of just throws a fence around whatever their property is and says, go patrol that, make sure no one gets in that shouldn't be. Whereas the civilian police departments, they don't have that luxury. Everybody is able to come and go as they please and pretty much do what they want, to include breaking the law, which is where we come in. But feel free to leave comments. Feel free to ask me questions. Give me suggestions about videos you want to see me make. I'm more than happy to help you out. My next video will probably cover some of what I did on phase 3, of what I expect out of phase 3, and then we'll move forward from there. All right, guys, have a great night.